The soul works at night, the body works during the day. When the body is tired, it rests and the soul starts working. The soul does not rest. It is from God. The soul is the Son of God. The soul is the brother of Christ. The soul is the rock from heaven. It is part of God. When God breathed into Adam, the soul entered. It is part of what entered into Adam. So God cannot rest. He does not slumber. He does not rest. So the soul, during the day, the soul is awake. But for you, when you start sleeping, the soul feels bored. It goes out because it cannot sleep and it cannot slumber. So you go into a dream. The soul gets out. But when it gets out, because it is a spirit, it is not in this physical world. It operates in the spiritual world. And that's why I said the spiritual world or the dream world. I hope we are together now. So you are one person when you are awake. Like now when I'm talking, I am with my soul and I am with my spirit. But then, the moment I sleep and the body rests, my soul will come out and it will join the dream world. It will start working, but its work is in the spiritual world. It meets all the spiritual beings. And that's why, in most cases, people dream the dead because the dead are also in the spiritual world. Their bodies have rested completely and now their souls are in the spiritual world. So when you are dreaming, you are in the spiritual world and you are not in the side of God, on the side of God, then you meet the spirits of the dead who you associate with. I'm trying to move slowly so that we understand each other. So I want you to understand the soul looks like you exactly. Somebody asked me, but sincerely, Christopher, do you think you look like him? I said, no. You look like yourself. You are different from me. I said, so does God look like you or God looks like me? Because God says you created me in his image. Now, excuse me. I told you your soul is a representation of God in you. Your soul is the God in you. And your soul looks exactly like you. It looks exactly like you. By the way, I don't know whether I should make another show for the tattoos, but when you cut yourself a tattoo, when you put a tattoo on yourself, that tattoo goes on your soul. Because the moment you go onto the skin and you enter deeper, you reach the blood. When you reach the blood, then the surface of the skin then touches on the soul of yourself. That's why when you have a scar, because it penetrated the flesh, that scar is reflected on your soul. When you are in the dream, you can see that scar on yourself. So you are exactly the same like the God in you, and the God in you is the soul. So when God says, my son, he's not lying. The soul came from God, and it will go back to God. The soul is the Son of God. And Christ is the firstborn among the sons of God. So Jesus Christ is our elder brother. We are his brother. When I say we, I'm not talking about this body and flesh. I'm talking about my soul is the brother of Jesus, of Christ. This flesh here is the brother of Jesus because he had flesh. When we move slowly, that's when you will know that even Jesus was fresh 100%. But Christ was God.